Hello YouTube and High Trail fans. This is a tire review. I didn't set off to make a tire review, but I feel like that's what I have to do at this point. I'll give you some background. As this truck has been exclusively driven on 2.2s in the 5 to 5.5 inch variety since I got it for the most part. The ones I like the best are the Proline Super Swamper TSLSX non-XL, which is a 5.4 inch version. I've done some mods to those tires. I've done some cuts on them, goofed with the foams. Those are on SSD rims. These are Voodoo KLRms. These are 1.9s in 4.75. Personally, I think they're a little bit small for the truck. I bought them and I wanted to see how the compound did. So I got an opportunity last weekend to go out and I shot 129 minutes of video, and I forgot to bring a spare battery. So that's all I got. I had to carry that truck back to the parking lot, and it did exceptionally well performance-wise. In terms of pure grip, these tires outperform any other tire I've tried. Proline G8, Proline Predator, the stock Canyon Trail compound, the mystery compound, whatever that stuff is. These things just beat it. I don't know if it's tread design or if it's compound. I don't know what makes it do it, but they grab roots. It was dry. It was 80 degrees out, and I was on cloud nine. I thought I was going to do some cut and shuts. I was going to go buy 2 more of these things, make myself a set of 2.2s that were of the 5.25 inch OD variety, and it was all going to be great. But I looked at the tires and I realized that the lugs had started shredding on me after 129 minutes. So I'm gonna insert some pictures here, and you'll get an idea for what this is. I was disappointed, to say the least. Kind of rapid cycled through some emotions. At first I was frustrated, and I was mad. Then I thought about it a little bit, and I reached out to the fine folks at Voodoo, sent them an email, described what had gone on. I said, hey, you know, my truck weighs about 10 pounds, and I drove it for about 2 hours, and this is what my tires look like. So I'm expecting to have to change these after about 8 hours of running. So this may be managing expectations. When I bought Voodoo tires, these are gold compound, by the way. I resisted the urge to get the red ones because I knew those were super soft. And honestly, the Predator compounds that I've used in the past, also that super soft kind, didn't do awesome because the lugs folded over. These things feel amazing in the hand. The lug strength, the lug stiffness is perfect. The tires don't comply a tremendous amount. I have halo blue dots in them, by the way. I sent a nice 2-page email, fully described what was going on, what my point of concern was, questions about the compound. Is this tread related? Is this compound related? Is this, you know, me having, you know, 4 months worth of experience in the crawling world. You know, I've been a crawling fan for years. I've never actually owned a crawler. I've kind of flown helicopters and airplanes and stuff like that, had a couple of bashers. It took some convincing with the boss to get this truck going, and now that I've got it, you know, I've made no changes to it that haven't been thoughtful or purposeful. I told myself I was going to buy it. I'm going to see what it does on the trail, and I'm going to make adjustments from there. So every single thing, every single modification, the body lift, the shocks, the brass pieces, the tires, every single thing that I've done to it has been a result of a performance aspect, a performance characteristic that I found on the trail. So these Voodoos were addressing a very specific thing. My cut Super Swampers, I had the Ohio cut Super Swampers, would not climb the devil's staircase. They wouldn't grab the wall. The truck is balanced. I'm traction limited going up that hill. This thing doesn't pull back until about 70 degrees. So by the time you are at that level of inclination, it's all about the grip of the tires. It's not about the balance of the truck. So I didn't believe that weight forward was my issue. Now it could be the loaded wheel weight when I'm in that incline. So I think the devil's staircase is right around 45 degrees. I'm gonna lock up here. I brought my digital protractor today. Digital protractor? Digital angle gauge today to actually gauge it. I wanna know how steep that thing is. But really I wanted to see if, okay. Really I wanted to see if these tires were gonna be able to make it up the devil's staircase. So here I am. Right now I'm high centered. This is the other reason why building this truck to run here at Whip Sledges. All these rocks, all these hills, all these gorgeous trees, all these gnarly roots that are absolutely everywhere. This is a high truck and it's full on high centered. 2.2s, 5.5 inch tires rather, don't high center right here. So that's why I wanted to get testing these tires. I want to see if these work. I will do cut and shuts to make myself a set of 2.2s. That was my path forward. Now I'm looking at this lug wear and I'm going, I can't afford to buy 6 $35 pairs of tires from the fine folks at Ottsix every month, every 8 hours of running, rather. However long that gets me, however far that gets me down the road. 129 minutes and these things are showing significant wear. No performance issues yet, but I can only imagine that after those lugs wear, let's say 50% of the way through, that they're gonna start showing their age on the rocks. Those super swampers will, they look brand new. I've got dozens of hours on this truck, and there's virtually nowhere. Let's see if I can get down this. Hey, there we go. Okay, so weather-wise, we are 50 degrees again. It got cold. It's been raining for 2 days. The devil's staircase is wet. This is the exact same conditions that we had when I posted my last devil's staircase video, where I said the devil's staircase would not be climbed today. So here we are at the devil's staircase on another day with another set of tires. And if these work, outside of the aforementioned lug issue, my original plan was these will be my forever tires. All right, loading that. Loading the right, left up. Look at that. Okay, so a little bit of strategy in the climb. Okay, so outside of my driving, that wasn't too bad, I guess. So again, my driving and probably some experience. So I'll tell you what, one of the things that I've noticed is I'm a little bit better at figuring out, like, okay, this edge right here, there's too much of a vertical wall right there, but this little step here, I might be able to get my tire up on. It takes a while, and like I said, I just started driving these things about 4 months ago, and there's a learning curve, so I think I might be getting a little bit better. I think I'm a far cry from being sufficient, but I think the truck's doing good. I think the truck is able to do this stuff. Maybe this is just about training me more than building the truck at this point. But what I can say is that these KLRMs did way better than the Swampers on that hill, considering it's 50 degrees, wet and crappy out. The other thing I noticed about these tires is tombstones. So I've driven up and down these trails quite a few times, and I know where the tombstones are when I have a set of 5.4-inch tires on. With 475s, there's a lot more tombstones. Okay. It's the Valley of the Tombstones here. Scrape. So again, this type of landscape for a truck, I don't see how something with 475 and 90mm shocks is gonna fare well here. Let's set the LCG conversation apart. Everybody knows LCG. The L or the CG, the better you're gonna do climbing. But this isn't climbing. This is driving over a bunch of obstacles that are taller than your axles and taller than your chassis flat. Sometimes you get stuck going straight downhill. A lot of conventional wisdom would tell you to unlock your diffs in downhill. I'm here to tell you that that's rarely possible here because of this. If you have your front diffs open, you're not going to get down the hill. You're going to hang up because you need your diffs locked to claw and climb the front axle up and over an object. So this is more of a traditional downhill right here, but I think you can imagine what I'm talking about with the roots and whatnot. It's just you get stuck. Let's see if we can do this again. What do we want to do again, ask? Let's see if we can roll the truck over twice in 5 minutes. There. Man, my hand's already falling asleep again. That happened? I don't know if I got some carpal tunnel happening or what. Yeah, it definitely happens more when I have the phone clipped into my transmitter like this to film. And the bugs are starting already. It's pretty early. Pretty early in the year for that crap. Alright, let's see if we can get... Alright, so when the left one grabs, it flips over. Can I get the dig pivot again? There it is. Then we gotta get up on this a little bit of an angle. We'll do a little side breach action. Look at that. Look at that. That was beautiful. It looks so tame. It looks so docile. This is why it's not either of those things. That was close. What I'm going to do is there we go. I have to assume, I don't know that I've tried this particular obstacle. I have to assume that I would not have been able to do this with the swampers. I guess I can't do it with the Voodoos either. that moss right there that I just cleaned off that rock, I just greased those bad boys. So that's good, good prep. Oh, that's pinstripe. Just like a coyote. See and avoid. These are the Voodoo KLRms in gold compound. So this is the harder compound because this is a really heavy truck. It's over 10 pounds. I don't love the 475 OD. The 1.9 rims on the truck are fine. It's just nothing fills up that big old tire well that I have. And I think I love the lift. So let's see if we can. There we go. So 475s are really lowering that bumper quite a bit. We are up the rock, and belly clearance is good. Yeah, look at that. But they are not slipping on this granite, which is a good thing. Let's see what happens here. That's funny. And from a tread lug standpoint, I think the design is very similar to what I was going for with my swampers. I was trying to get those tread bars, those big open areas there to be able to grab edges. The siping on the lugs should help quite a bit with flat surface rocks. What tire size is the right size for a high trail?